Why, good morning, you beautiful souls. I hope you're having a great day thus far. And let's just get started with marinating in the now. It's the pure beingness. It's simply being. There isn't any effort this morning. It's all about just allowing whatever needs to unfold, whatever is unfolding, to simply be. Hold the space for it. Allow yourself to distinguish between that which is observed and the observer itself. So go ahead and get those last few wiggles out. When you hear the first 3 taps of the singing bowl, take a nice deep breath. And as you draw in that air, that vitality, begin to observe the body as you release the exhale into a powerful Om. Begin the process of separation from the intimacy, from the attachment to the physical form and its many temporary happenings. Allow the body to simply breathe. Don't control it. Allow it to operate on its own as it always does. Remain at a distance. Allow all temporary happenings to simply be as they are. Observe them. Don't identify with them. Remember, you are the unchanging. You are the backdrop in which all temporary phenomena play before. With this final tap of the singing bowl, simply shift your attention to the sound of the ring as it fades into the quiet, into the calm, and allow the peace within that is you to naturally unfold. One must recognize that the only thing holding themselves back from the intimacy with now is the belief, the assumption that you are the temporary phenomena that arise within and around the body. It is to no fault our own. From birth, we are conditioned to be identified, to attach ourselves to every fleeting emotion, every random thought, and every uproar of physical sensation. But come to recognize you are no such thing. You are not any of those temporary states, happenings, or beliefs. But just as one finger can blot out the light of the sun, so too one belief can hold everyone back from the liberation, the beauty, the truth of their being. Come to know that there is no difference between yourself and the now. Fluid, ever changing, yet the only constant in existence itself. Your window of awareness, and this moment we call the now, are but two sides to the same window. Come to see yourself as the moment of time itself, this moment of beingness itself. You are not the mind. You are not the emotions. Nor are you the physicality of this form. You are that intangible, ethereal, divine energy, consciousness itself, the now in its pureness. Take a nice deep breath. And as you exhale, release all tension within the body. Simply observe. If one is experiencing a chattery mind, know that is just a challenge and obstacle for you to overcome. For the mind presents itself with the many temptations, offering them up to you, pulling at your heartstrings. To test your dedication and your will. For the choice is yours. To simply dismiss the childlike mind and remain diligent in your knowing of truth and beingness. Or attach yourself to the temporary. To identify with what you always have. Yet with anything in this experience, come to recognize that the new, the beautiful, the learned, all such experiences arises when we enter into the unknown. For when we stay in the cycles, it is just that, the monotonous pattern on repeat. Let go of your reservations. Let go of your doubts. Simply be. Do not see the mind as a warring force, for it is trying to assist you in your journey of truth, of unfoldment. Whatever emotions may swell up, whatever the physical body does, simply recognize it is an opportunity for you to let go of the urgency, the intimacy, the attachment to such fleeting happenings. The internal phenomena are not ourselves, they are not us, yet they are displayed right before our very eyes. As the knower you are, as the silent witness, the objective observer, shift your full attention to simply being. One could see this as look at yourself as that silent witness, that backdrop and screen of consciousness in which all of life is displayed on. Naturally, you will come into knowing of the pureness of the now, for they are one and the same. Simply be as you are. You are divine perfection already. Allow the pureness that is ever present to simply be released. Let go of all that doesn't serve your truth. Be still and awaken to the being that is the now. Allow your heart to unfold effortlessly. For every moment you allow yourself to remain as you are, the pureness. Every second you marinate in the now. You soften the walls, dissolve the barriers that hold you back from expressing your natural state of being. All it takes is a single moment to taste the pureness of the now. But don't fret, don't worry. Come to recognize you have experienced such things numerous times in your life already. From those moments of creative expression, simply in the flow, perhaps even in those moments of athletic performance, and you are in the zone. It matters not the work or the action and mode, but we have all experienced this timeless state of pure being, of complete union with the now. Were you ever thinking about it? Were you ever setting your intention consciously to be present? No, you weren't. You were simply in such love, adoration, and immersion with whatever action it was, that all concepts of time, space simply vanished. And the childlike pureness in which we are always capable of expressing unfolds naturally. Our beingness is effortless. Tapping into the now is effortless, so let down your arms of activity and fall in love with simply being you. And the unification with the now will arise naturally. Take a deep breath. And as you release, allow all tensions to drop away and fall in love with your beingness. Fall in love with the now. Learn and come to recognize that these moments of existence are eternal. The consciousness in which you are is ever unchanging, and the now is the only moment we ever experience. It will continue to be in this physicality and will continue to be when this body drops away. So come to taste the eternal divine nature of your own God and Goddess beingness itself. Come to understand one of many aspects of liberation by allowing life to be. And the more you practice this simple being and art of letting go, of remaining in the now, the easier it becomes to tap into your pureness, to ride the flow and waves of life. You become that perfect open channel, that vessel for life to be and express itself naturally. The closest thing in our knowing is those states of childlike being, where there is no judgment, there is no assumption, there is no fear. There is simply life in this divine play of being. So fall in love with yourself again. We come home to this truth through allowing the now to unfold effortlessly, without persecution or judgment, assumption, or doubt. You are the moment itself. So give your inner gaze, give your heart your full, undivided attention. And allow what is to simply be. Take a deep breath. Filling the body up with as much air as you can. And simply observe the happenings of the form. As you release the breath, again, observe the happenings of the body, the energy around you and within you. One deep breath again. As you fill yourself up, let everything drop away. And a third and final deep breath here. As you allow the breath to drop away naturally, remain in the silence, the pureness that is. Fall in love with the now. Fall in love with yourself. For they are one and the same. It is all we ever know. When you hear the final tap of the singing bowl, again, allow yourself to take a nice deep breath in, filling yourself up with as much chi, prana, and vital energies around you. And as you release that tension, the breath itself, transform it into a powerful Om. And as you come back to this waking state, allow all dust to settle and simply be as you are. Tapped into the now, harmonizing with the flow of life itself. And allowing your natural innate pureness to unfold. Namaste. I bow to the divine within you. And thank you so much for tapping into the satsang this morning. It's always important to recognize that we live in a world of distractions that take us away from what we are, take us away from being present. And in truth, the only thing that does that is ourselves. It's a thought, it's a distraction. Anything in which we feel takes us away from our own self is a good avenue to explore and look at if you have trouble with being still, being present within your beingness. I think it's important to always look within your own heart and question those avenues and paths of least resistance for the mind. Where does it try to take you away from being here? What does it say? What does it do? What emotions come up? What does the body try to do? And take a moment just to marinate in that, to look at it. First off, acknowledge it, because then you can actually work with it. The body is our friend. It's not our enemy. It's trying to help us in this process, this path of liberation. It's always there to support and uplift us. Now, the issue comes when we resist that resistance, when we work and try to fight that tension. It just makes it worse. So it's important to look within your own heart, and whatever arose within this meditation that was that path, that wall of resistance and tension, take some time to really explore it. But most importantly, let go. Don't make it more than anything that it is. A thought believed is what holds us back from everything. And the first thing that we can tell ourselves to really be in the now, the moment, is I am not this temporary thought. I am not this emotion. I am not this sensation. I am not the body. I am the flow. I am the now. I am life itself. Those simple affirmations will drastically help you unfold. And with that, may the fruit of knowledge offer a seed, and in that seed may your love, will, and intuition give life and nourishment. For a tree shall grow, and in its shade may you find peace, and offer peace to all who ask. Namaste. I bow to the divine within you, and I love you so much. Thanks for tapping in. Stay tuned. Got some cool stuff. Most importantly, love yourself. Take the time to fall in love with your being, and the immersion and unification with the now is inevitable. Take care. Peace.